So, how do you avoid buying a lemon? Most people probably start their search for a car by looking at good old Trade Me. So let's type in BMW and have a look. There are 3,332 BMWs for sale on Trade Me at the moment, so that's good because it shows you what a popular used car they are. They're actually the most popular European car in New Zealand. So in today's market, they all look good, don't they? So how do you get a good one? So if you watch Fairgo in New Zealand, they offer two pieces of advice on getting a good car. The first is to deal with somebody that's reputable, an established person that you can go back to if there's a problem. All too often, of course, you'll find that somebody who hasn't dealt with an MTA approved repairer or somebody that's reputable, that Fairgo are chasing them all over the place with hidden cameras and down backdoor alleys and doorways. It's hard to get redress from those sort of people unless you've got a private detective to hunt them down. So you can save hassle by dealing with a reputable, experienced dealer like CarSpot. But the question's got to be asked, of course, aren't those cars a lot cheaper on Trade Me? Well, let's have a look at that. And of course, inspection is the second bit of advice that Fairgo give. You should get your car inspected by somebody who knows. A lot of people use the AA, but it's still surprising how many people buy cars without getting them properly inspected. And remember, an opinion from somebody or just a quick look around isn't what's required with today's complex and modern cars that cost a lot of money to repair when things go wrong, especially when you start talking about electronics. Now, the number of times that we've had people bring a car in that they've bought cheap and had to face a repair bill of thousands of dollars is very surprising. How can that be? Well, it's simple really. The maintenance hasn't been carried out. So the key thing you're looking for is a good maintenance record. Now, people will tell you that. People tell you they've had it all maintained. But you don't know until you really check the car itself. So that's a key thing. Check the car itself. Okay, so let's get an inspection. AA inspections come to mind, and we support AA inspections. A lot of our customers get them, and they have some advantages that they are independent. But beware, there are some pitfalls. The AA inspection is not comprehensive. It doesn't cover everything. So, what does that mean? Basically, if you have a look at their website, the AA is an exterior inspection, and it's not an invasive inspection. It doesn't really get into the mechanics of the car. So you could still find, and people do, find that there's a lot of repairs to be done after an AA report. Now the reason for this is that the AA don't have the facilities that a specialist repairer has. For example, when we inspect a car, when we sell a car, we also do a full diagnostic scan which gives us a report of the condition and the operation of all of the complex electronic components in modern cars. So while the AA might tell you about a scratch on the back of the car or a little dent, it won't tell you if the ABS pump is failing or your sensors, cam angle sensors, airflow sensors, and we do these parts on cars every day. Most importantly, if you read the terms and conditions of the AA report, you'll see that it's a visual inspection only and offers absolutely no warranty. The AA are very, very careful. The difference with this and with buying off somebody like CarSpot or an MTA dealer is that when we sell a car, we stand behind it and we absolutely warranty the vehicle free from defects for a period. However, the AA inspection is better than no inspection at all. And if we're offering fair and honest advice, which I'm trying to do, the one thing I would point out that it's a key thing that you must do is the car and vehicle history check. And that's something that we do on every car we sell, which ensures that it's not damaged, it's not written off, okay, and it doesn't have money owing on it. That's the important thing. So there are a number of sites that you can check this on. Now the difference, there is a difference here, and I'll go into that in a minute. Okay, and you'll see there that the AA report's done by a very good company that we also use, which is MotorWeb. Now the difference that I was going to explain with MotorWeb is that MotorWeb checks past plates for securities as well. So be careful. You can use other ones like Car Jam, for example, and they may not check past plates. So you could still get stuck with money owing on a car. Okay, so you don't want to buy a lemon. Well, have a look at the Fair Go site and see how this advice is backed up by Kevin Milne.
Buying a second-hand car has to be one of the riskiest transactions we get involved in, so it helps to know a bit about the history of the car and its previous owner. In our next story, the history of two cars came as a hell of a shock to their buyers. We were mightily surprised too with one of the cars, given the pedigree of its previous owner.
So don't get yourself a lemon, as it says on Fair Go, get the juice, and one of the best ways to do that, we think, is to deal with a reputable dealer like CarSpot. Thanks for looking.